Welcome to Deep Dive Daily.
Good morning, Andy. What a weekend. Swept college football on Saturday. Almost
me too.
The NFL yesterday.
I only made one college bet. We should give Dogma a shout out.
What did he have?
He had like a big play on Georgia. I wasn't going to bet any college. And he said, hey, this is my big play for the week, boys. I really like Georgia. So I bet a bunch on Georgia. And then I kind of forgot about the game because I was out buying a Christmas tree. And I go and check. And it was like 14-0.5. Like, yeah, let's go Bulldogs. Like that guy in the dumb commercial. Bulldogs. So good. Yeah, good Saturday, I guess.
And then yesterday was just flat out awesome. Great job by you on the second half Texans. Many people are asking, worst game of Pat Mahomes' career? Might have been.
He'd never had a 3-interception game with no touchdowns. It was a strange.
Those are counting stats. He was a minus 22.5 in total EPA. Yeah. He was the LVP of week 14.
And here's the tough part about that. He made an incredibly correct, proper read, a great throw on fourth down.
Yeah.
It would have gained about 20 yards and it was dropped. Like that is the issue with some of these EPA plays. Like his receivers didn't do him any favors. Andy Reid suddenly turning into Dan Campbell in the second half was interesting at best. Considering how little the Houston offense had done at that point. I like aggressiveness, and I think this is the case that the anti-analytics people make is like, we got to think about the situation. Well, clearly you got to think about the situation. Part of analytics is knowing all the information and then making an informed decision with it. And I think just based on how the defense had looked and how bad Houston's offense has looked in the second half, I feel like you punt those both of those fourth downs you punt. The game was tied. And Houston was garbage offensively. Like you kind of gave them a hall pass there by giving them a short field. Although they probably should have converted both of those fourth downs. The interception was tough, and there you go. 6-7 losing record, 10th seed right now. Strange times in Kansas City.
Seriously, very much so. I'm just happy I was on the other side of it, honestly, especially because KC got bet. They got bet like they were going to win, and they didn't. Pat Mahomes was outplayed by a man named Brady Cook. Brady Cook was your second least valuable player of the weekend. He is now your Jets quarterback with Tyrod Taylor suffering a groin injury. Riley Leonard now is the answer in Indy going forward, I suppose.
I remember Brady
interesting
Cook in college.
Brady Cook? Who did he play for?
Yeah, Mizzou.
Like,
actually, I remember this kid. I remember Riley Leonard, too.
He was a Duke quarterback before he was a Notre Dame quarterback, right?
He was a Notre Dame quarterback, yeah.
He was a Duke quarterback before he was a Notre Dame. Duke, obviously a very famous football school. ACC champions.
They're ACC
champions. And honestly, I think we should just make a claim at the national title. If they're not going to put us in the dance, like, who's to say Duke wasn't the best team?
Back in the day, that's what you did. You just made a claim. Well, we claimed the title.
We're going to claim it. Duke has claimed it. I'm claiming it on behalf of Duke. Yeah.
It is a little bit in vogue right now. Should Kansas City just decline the playoffs?
Should they take their names out of consideration? That's a great question.
Postseason.
Yeah, we're going to take ourselves out of consideration. Yeah.
We're out.
If you're not going to put us in, we're just going to take our ball and go home. Easy solution for Notre Dame, by the way. They could just join the ACC for football if they wanted to, and then they get a spot every year.
Their AD is having a press conference in about an hour and a half. It'll be interesting to see what he says.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just reiterating, what they've already said. But
I got to tell you, man. I got to tell you, the College Football Playoff Committee, what the fuck, guys? This is a terrible bracket. Terrible. Like, why in the world would you do this? Like, these matchups are terrible. This isn't like, even if you were engineering this for like the most eyeballs and the most interesting stuff, like they fucked up in more ways than I can count. Like, this is unwatchable. the way that they've set this up until January 9th when we get to Oregon, Indiana, and Ohio State, Georgia. Like fast forward to January 9th. Thanks. We'll go back to you know what? Let's just go back to a 14. Like Alabama, Oklahoma. Who in their right mind was so excited about that game 2 weeks ago that they were like, let's see it again? Like, why in the world would you put 5 SEC teams?
I mean, every college football fan's going to watch all of these anyway. That's the thing. That's the.
I guess that's the great. You're right. It's not for.
Here's
me.
The thing about it doesn't matter. Everyone who
Yes.
likes college football is going to watch all these games. It doesn't matter who's in it. My big misunderstanding with the whole thing, and then we'll move on to the NFL as we should.
Yeah.
They're trying too hard to be the college basketball tournament. Like, hey, let's get a group of 5 team in here, and that's fun. Like, we could get some upsets, and like 95% of the time, that team is going to be a 3 touchdown underdog to whoever they're playing. It's not going to be a very good game. I get it, but like, it would be cooler to have, hey, you know who's much more likely to upset some of these top teams and make a fun run at a title? I don't know, the actual 8th to 10th best team in the country.
Yeah.
Or Notre Dame is probably, I mean, the worst you could say right now is Notre Dame is what? The 6th best team in the country. I think that's about as critical as you could be on them right now. There's a lot of people like, it's the 3rd best team. Like, it's like fifth or 6th is pretty fair. So like, let's just, and it's silly because no one will ever listen to this. And maybe somewhere down the road, maybe somewhere down the road, people will use this, but you know what the actual 12 best teams would be? Like, go look at take
SP Plus,
not even, I mean, SP Plus, or just, hey, go to the risk room at Circa.
Yes.
Yes. Pick 3
Get
sports
Jeff
books.
Benson on the phone and what should we do, Jeff? Seriously,
pick 3 sports
what
books,
are we looking
average
for?
the numbers.
Yeah.
And pick fuck the computer ratings. The computer ratings are Circa plus like Bookmaker plus Pinnacle and average them out. And and there you get your 12 best teams because you'd have close games.
You know what? It's not for me, so I can't really even throw my, I don't care. I'm just delighted at what a giant they've stepped into an open manhole this year because it's so bad. Anyway, let's go back.
And it's funny. I end up watching more shitty bowl games than like the real ones. The real ones are on at like dumb times for me. Like, hey, I'm doing stuff on this day, or I'm
watching the NFL.
It's like, I end up watching like the Armed Forces Bowl and the Cheez-It Bowl and
middle of the day, nobody's working today. I have no emails. I have no calls. Oh, there's college football bowl game.
The Boca Raton Gasparilla Big Boy Mowers.
Oh yeah. Bad boy. Oh, the Tax Slayer Bowl. Give me some tax slaying. All right,
let's slay the taxes.
Let's slay some taxes. Hey,
any other?
What was your favorite cover yesterday? Was it like a goal? Like you don't even have to watch it, like the Rams cover, or the more exciting, like, ooh, are they actually going to hold on and win like the Titans? Because they were both really fun, but I think I lean more into the Titans camp as far as just like,
the Titans getting it done in the second half was fun.
Because the Titans got outplayed, but they covered anyway, which was really fun.
You know what? The second half of the Seattle game felt good. And I know some of it was sparked on a big special teams play, but Darnold cranking it up a little, knowing, hey, we're playing a team we should beat. We're on the road, but we're playing a team we should beat. I need to take this up 2 notches. I can't have the performance I had in the first half that was kind of meh. Because that's worrisome if you are a Seattle backer. I have some futures.
Sure. He ended up with a great number on the day. Yeah, 11.8 total EPA.
Yeah. They're not going to beat the Rams, Eagles, Bears, Packers, Niners in the playoffs if he regresses to a mid quarterback. He has to play top level. It's a big
second half. Yes.
It's a big part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great to get and if you had the under, it wasn't great seeing that.
No, that was my only loss of the day. But
you were just, there's got to be a flag, right? Because there's always a flag, and the announcers right away, there's no flags in the field.
That was you were in my brain. I was saying exactly that. I was like, this is never come back, right? right?
Yeah, seeing
Not coming
Darnold
back.
seeing Darnold play well was important. And truthfully, seeing the Rams bounce back after a bad loss against a bad team, that's another one where you have to look good. Their defense was they had a few cracks again, but once they get into a good game state, it just really doesn't matter anymore. I did bet that
once
first
you get Nate
over
Landman
based on
involved.
That. The Landman.
Once you get Landman involved, Zimbabwe's own.
Zimbabwe's best player, probably.
Probably.
I'm trying to think. There's a golfer like this too, where he was born in some African country. It's a white guy whose parents like moved to Africa for some reason.
A colonist, you can say.
But it was because of I found out more about this guy because of the Olympics. Like, because he's not, if he was American, he's not going to make the Olympic team. But he was able to represent this African country. And Scott Vincent, that's who it is. I have to go look what country he was from. But I was like cheering for this guy because I'm like, he's in on a loophole. Let's go. You're an Olympian, Scott Vincent. You know what? He is also Zimbabwean. Quite the pipeline.
Is that the correct terminology for someone from Zimbabwe?
It is absolutely Zimbabwean.
I'm going to trust you on that. Skeptical though. Incredible day of football yesterday. Everything went my way sidewise. And I got to tell you, man, tempted at all to take the Chiefs to make the playoffs right now? Because like the AFC sucks. Like the Chiefs the Chiefs got what they needed in a loss, in that it looks like the Colts are just going to check themselves out. Yeah,
the Colts are dead. There was a question from someone who beat us to the room. Said downgrades on quarterback adjustments, going from Jones to Leonard.
Let me see.
So I will say, and I'm going to put the cart before the horse a little bit here. Some of the notes I have on, going through injuries and openers. So the look ahead on Indianapolis, Seattle was Seattle minus 3.5, total 46. Okay. It reopens 10.5, 42.5. So the market moved a full touchdown. That's closer to where I'm at. I think you need to be a little in some of this. So I'm not saying you're dead wrong, Good Green, with your 4.7. Some of your adjustment needs to depend on, did you give the Colts a little bit of a downgrade because Daniel Jones was not playing 100%? If you already built in to your numbers, like, hey, he's not playing all that well because he can't run, he's not mobile in the pocket. I did as well. So I'm not going to go with a full 7-point downgrade. I'm probably closer to 5.5, 6.
Can you help me understand a little bit about the Daniel Jones injury? I know it was an Achilles. This is the same leg that the broken fibula?
No.
It was the other leg?
Somebody a couple people in the Discord said this right away. What do you do when you have what's the word they use when you're coming off the field? He's favoring his right leg. He's favoring his left shoulder. That means you're hurt on the other one, and you have to use the healthy limb even more. And that's what happens when you overcompensate.
So it was an overcompensation, you think? Or is just totally unrelated?
Can't say that for sure, but the fact that it was the other leg kind of feels that way. And he's out.
This was the other leg, is what you're telling me. Okay, interesting. I had the Colts going into that game a little bit under a +2. I now have the Colts as a -3. So I'm about a 5-point swing. Not quite 5, 4.5. What do you think?
I have the Colts right now in week 15. I made that adjustment. I haven't done everything yet, but I wanted to make that one right away. -2.35.
Okay, so I'm a little lower than you, but I was a little lower, I think, before the game. I'm a -2.77. What's the other one? Tarad?
So here's the interesting thing about the Tarad to Cook one.
Because of the groin? Are we thinking that's a long term?
I think so. I think he probably misses a week or two at least. Groin injuries can be kind of nagging. But the other thing is, I don't think Justin Fields was that far away from playing. It was described as knee soreness.
Okay.
It feels like, hey, Terod fell down a flight of stairs. Justin, you're going to have to get over your knee soreness, and here's a shot. You're playing this week. I think it might be a case next week. And it's still probably a bit of a downgrade. Fields has been pretty bad. I think he's better than Brady Cook. So wait and see, I guess, if you really want to jump into that market, start digging into the news. But I think it may be Justin Fields and not Brady Cook.
I think with Justin Fields under center, you're looking at a -6.2. I think with Brady Cook under center, you're looking at a -7. So not that different.
Yeah, my current, I haven't updated this one yet. My current Jets number is about 4.5 negative. So either way, it's a slight downgrade. Brady Cook, yeah. It's I think you'd said 2.2 there, Good Green. Yeah,
that's pretty close. Yeah, I'm like -4 to -6.5 for me for the Jets with the news that Terod Taylor will not go, and then maybe a further half point or more if it's Cook and not Fields. All right, wow. How about that? Any other major takeaways from yesterday in terms of the landscape of the football space? I guess the NFC North is worth commenting on. Big win for the Packers, and it was a close call. I need to rewatch that game and really kind of sink my teeth into what happened because it was standoffish for a while, and then all of a sudden we started seeing some good play calls and some good offense, and ultimately the pick in the end zone that ended the game kind of betrayed the kind of actual distance between those two teams, I thought. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, good spread, I guess, 6.5.
Yeah,
it didn't really bounce much off that. Love was great again, but yeah, the Bears are a good team.
I thought he was good, not great. This was a good game. This was a good game from him. It wasn't great.
It's a tough team, and it's a tough secondary. I think that was a big part of it. Bears losing a couple secondary pieces may have been the difference between this game. Probably maybe winning or at least going to overtime, being closer. That stunk for them. Green Bay's a little healthier, although they have some pieces that are out and possibly heading back here soon. But yeah, it's the Lions are 8-5. The Bears are 9-4. The Packers are 9-3-1. The NFC West and the NFC North, very fun stretch runs here. I wish
Bears Twitter breaking down the final play by Caleb like this is a Zapruder film. That's fun.
You know what play I saw all over my timeline when I woke up?
What's that?
The hit on Rice. Like this has to be a fine. This is helmet to helmet. I watched it a couple times, shoulder to shoulder. It was pretty
shoulder.
Clean. Yeah. It was just a hard hit.
Well,
they fucked him up.
It is funny though that who's the guy that's perceived as the dirtiest player on the Texans, the linebacker?
Azeez Al-Shir. Yeah, he's their that's like the biggest troll job. That guy's been suspended for stuff, and they're like, he's our Walter Payton man.
That was what I was gonna bring up. Yeah, you saw that too.
Hilarious. Like
I loved that. I loved that.
The Titans nominated Cortland Finnegan.
I love that.
And there's nothing. And to be fair, I'm not saying he's a bad dude outside of football. I guarantee he's not nominated for nothing. He probably does a bunch in the community.
I'm sure
his charity work is probably beyond.
We're not making light of the Walter Payton Man of the
Year, but it's very funny
you
that
have to work
he is
hard
like
off the field to get that.
Pretty dirty player.
Yeah, it is. I completely agree. Yeah, I'm very excited for Packers Bears Part 2. Obviously the Packers
Seattle Rams Part 2.
Yeah, Rams Part 2. Oh, did you know that's a Thursday game?
Does that take
a little? Yeah, it takes a little of the mustard off of that one, right?
No, but so here, week 6, and getting ahead of ourselves. Like week 15 here, we have the Bills Patriots game. We have Packers Broncos, Lions Rams. Colts, Seahawks obviously lost some luster, but week 16, the week before Christmas, that is your Thursday game. Rams, Seahawks, banger. Packers, Bears, Saturday night standalone game, and then
they flexed it into Sunday. I think.
Are you sure? No, it's the Saturday night standalone.
They flipped Washington, Philly, and Green Bay, Chicago, I think.
So what? Yeah, Washington, Philly is Saturday afternoon.
Oh, that's what they flipped?
I think you're right. I mean, maybe those were backwards. And then, God, there was one more game that I was excited for in that one. 49ers Colts on Monday night. Again, lost some luster. Patriots Ravens play Buccaneers Panthers in Carolina, maybe for the division.
The Colts, what happened? My goodness,
the quarterback got hurt.
I know they got struck by some sort of bad lightning, though. Good Lord. All of these bad tough lightning. Games.
As opposed to being struck by the good lightning.
Good lightning. Hey, some people get the good luck lightning strike. Anyway, my brain's not working great, guys. Sorry. Bill Romanowski, I'm looking at his Wikipedia page. I do not see any nominations for Walter Payton Man of the Year on his CV. But he's still with us. It's kind of an upset that he made it to 2025. Did a lot of drugs. Anyway, you have a guess as to who the most valuable player for the week was?
Geez, Stafford.
Stafford was number 3. Goff was number 2. T-Law, number 4. Number 5, your boy, J.J. McCarthy.
That's so strange.
It is weird. Number 1?
Number 1, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah. I mean, he had the long run.
Josh was the player of the week. I think he's still alive for MVP. I think. I might be stupid there, obviously. His total EPA generated a plus 25.0. Wow. I love the angle they showed of his touchdown run, where they showed it from behind him, the end zone cam, when the edge overcommits to going around the edge and that lane opens up, and you just see like the split line. You see both safeties are across, and there's one corner down there, and it's like, of course he took off, because I'm like, man, he took off in a hurry there. And then they're showing it. I watched that one live, and they're showing it. And I just keep waiting for an opposing player to come into the view. I'm like, where is everybody? What did they take this play off? And then you see the actual, what he saw. It's like, Jesus, don't do that, guys. he can run. Do you forget? It wasn't even running that fast. The Bengals defense sucks, which is even more amazing because 2 weeks ago the Ravens could do nothing against them. I'm old enough to remember the Ravens losing to that team.
The Ravens struggling to score when they needed to. Do tell.
What'd you take away that game? I got to rewatch it. I had no action.
I do want to rewatch it too. Good. I think it's just a good performance by Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I didn't watch a ton of that one, but
is Pittsburgh going to get in?
I caught chunks of the end. Yes.
You think they're going to win the North?
They might win. I think they might win the division, Drew.
You think?
Yeah.
There's still a lot of games left. Ravens are favored this week against the Bengals. Is that right? Should they be? Anyway, I have a lot. I mean, we talked about it last night. I don't want to rehash it, but complicated thoughts about the Bengals. I mean, about the Ravens right now.
Well, yeah, we'll dig into that game Wednesday, I'm guessing.
Let's rip through other injury news and notes. The Arizona Cardinals lost Paris Johnson and Bilal Nichols. Their trenches get weaker. They have no other healthy players, and it seems like everybody there probably is just going to get fired.
Yeah, my list for the Cardinals is because Melton missed, Harrison missed, DeMarcado, Darian Taylor Demerson, Xavier Weaver, Walter Nolan, all missed, and then Bilal Nichols up front on the defensive line, knee injury. Paris Johnson, knee injury. That's your left tackle. Safety Jalen Thompson, hamstring. The list they have is massive.
It's bad. At least they get the Texans this week.
You want me to rip through my list and see if I missed one?
Yeah, fire away.
Atlanta Tampa on Thursday. That's an interesting line too, because that look ahead was 6.
One-way action for the Falcons.
Yeah, it was bet down.
Is this
down to 4.5?
Is this a martingale situation for the Falcons bettors yesterday? People are asking.
I guess Tampa hasn't looked the strongest, but this is getting bet down after a terrible second half. I think maybe the case for this is Drake London probably could be returning after missing 3 games.
For real?
I don't know. I don't think it's anything firm, but maybe people are holding on to some hopium there. The rookie edge rusher Jalen Walker hurt his quad in the first half. Tampa Bay had some injuries though too. Ben Bredesen again. Bredesen. I always put an R in there. An extra one. Too. Knee injury. Left guard Tyke Smith. It was a stinger. I think he's gonna be fine. Reddick. We need to get an update on Hassan Reddick, who's missed some times already this year. Ankle injury he left the game with, and then obviously Evans, if he's close to getting back, maybe kind of feels like that might take another week. Same thing, Wirfs in his oblique. I don't know how bad that was, but he missed.
Kirk Cousins was so bad yesterday. He's really going to cause in this number.
I mean, Drake London can do a lot for a guy.
Oh boy, he was such a sitting duck in that game.
Yeah,
my God, he needs to hang up the cleats. I got to tell you.
Arizona, Houston, after the win, this reopened a little higher. It was 7 on the look ahead. Now Houston is a 9.5 point favorite. Total's about the same. We went through all the Arizona injuries. Nick Chubb is something to watch for. I guess, you still do have Woody Marks, but Nick Chubb hurt his ribs, which can cause you to miss some time. So I get it. Arizona's been frisky but bad, so. And too many injuries. Houston laying a lot of points is scary, though. It's not an offensive powerhouse, guys. How many points do they need to score to win that game by 9.5?
20.
20? Yeah, it might be an under. Vegas, Philly. Philly still got to play tonight. The Geno Smith situation, suffered a right shoulder injury. The test didn't show much for damage. Pete Carroll said, I don't know what that means. Honestly, it was not it's not some downgrade to Pickett. Geno Smith is pretty bad. I didn't seem like it was any worse. Caillou Blue Kelly, cornerback, that looked like a bad knee injury. I think he's done. Michael Meyer didn't play. We'll see if he comes back this week. And their other backup tight end who was playing, Ian Thomas, hurt his calf. So they're thin behind Bowers. Yeah. And this is what, 12.5? I mean, Philly still got to play with this. If you want to bet this right now, it's 12.5, 38.5, which is bad for Las Vegas. Embarrassing.
Jesus.
Jacks, we mentioned the QB situation. Taylor groin. We'll see. Fields, the knee soreness. Perhaps he can come back and step in so it doesn't have to be.
This is our third game on Sunday that you've covered, and this is our third double-digit spread. That's kind of wild.
Yeah. It was only 9 in the look ahead, but Jacksonville looked good. This is what, 11.5 currently?
Yeah.
Total 42. The Jets had a couple other injuries. Azariah Thomas hurt his shoulder. Kiko Mayagoa he was in concussion. They were checking for concussion, and they actually kept him out because of a shoulder injury. Defensive end Tyler Barron, knee injury. Stone Smart, tight end, concussion.
Jesus.
Mason Taylor, tight end, stinger, which usually you're fine coming back from. And then linebacker Francisco. That's a fun name. Oh, I mentioned him. That's Kiko. Kiko is short for Francisco. Jacksonville stayed pretty healthy. Bashul Tutin was cleared from a concussion. Everybody got cleared from concussions yesterday. We'll get to that when we get to the Cincinnati game. Not a lot to say.
Concussions are fake news.
They're a myth this time. Cleveland, Chicago. This is what, 7 total 40 for the Chicago Bears coming off yesterday.
Do you have any thoughts on this side here?
It's up to 7.5 at most places.
So I kind of touch the stove at the Browns.
We'll get deep into Shador on Wednesday. I don't think I have enough time today. We're already 30 minutes deep. I can't do a Shador deep dive.
I can't either, but
a
lot of points.
It's a bunch of points for a cross conference. It's not the biggest game. The Bears have nothing to look ahead to, so I don't know that give me a spot like that. Nashawn Wright left. He was hurt. That's not great. He's an important part of a secondary that's
this is what the old school sharps call a sandwich spot for the Bears, Andy.
Here's the problem. Cleveland's so hurt.
They are.
They had missing multiple offensive linemen, and then
Ward
probably fucked up his Achilles. Denzel Ward hurt his calf.
That's bad.
Cedric Tillman is going to be in the concussion protocol on the offense. Malachi Corley is in the concussion protocol.
Right, I'm cool.
David Njoku hurt himself on that touchdown catch.
It's all the backups and Sure Sanders. I don't know. I'm cool.
We'll see. Yeah. Buffalo, New England, the crown jewel. Depends where you're at. Some people at Buffalo -1, some people New England -1.
Ooh.
Most places have looked to Buffalo -1. New England coming off the bye.
I think that game closes pick.
It's fair. Not much for injuries for Buffalo. Cole Bishop briefly sidelined, but it turned out to just be one of the greatest bands of the 80s, the Cramps.
I hated the Cramps.
They weren't that good. I didn't know quite what to say there. Baltimore, Cincinnati, 2.5. It was 2.5, 51.5. That's kind of where we're at. Keaton Mitchell was injured for Baltimore for your second running back there.
Yikes.
Knee injury.
They
are. This is on the road. They need to get this win, obviously. Cincinnati probably out of contention now with that loss. But Higgins, this is what I want to talk about. Higgins, coming off missed weeks for concussion, absolutely crushed his. Rub some dirt on it. You're back in. He returned after twice being evaluated for concussion. Cornerback PJ Jules, ankle injury. Joseph Asai, shin injury, did not return. Defensive end for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see the Bengals. Gonna need to see the Bengals player manual of how they're evaluating concussions. Got some questions. Not sure.
Are we in a close game?
Not sure that their policies are in keeping with the latest medical science.
The policy of truth.
Carry on.
Chargers taking on the losers from last night. Kansas City. Chargers got to play.
Can't wait to see where this opens widely.
Yeah, Chargers got to play tonight.
I mean, we have no idea how good Herbert's going to be with this broken hand, so this could go anyway. This could go in either direction, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. There's a big factor that we're going to have to adjust for based on how somebody plays tonight. Marion Hampton, activated off injured reserve, will play tonight. Kansas City, the offensive line injuries is the stuff to watch for heading into next week, especially adding to Trey Smith and Juwan Taylor is Wanya Morris, who left with a knee injury, and then CJ McDuffie hurt last night to thin out their secondary.
Yuck.
That's their best defensive back.
Yes, it is. Like their only good one, kind of.
Yeah. Washington Giants. This is a weird one with the Daniels injury again. Kind of feels like after last night's game, maybe you shut him down, guys. We'll see. This move to Washington -2.5 in the look ahead because of the Daniels is coming back, and then it flips again, reopens Giants -1.5, -2 because of Daniels again exiting. Zach Ertz looks very retired after that hit. That's probably the career. Yeah, it's the career ender. You don't come back from an ACL at this age.
No. If you're following the standings, the Commanders are now officially no longer in the hunt. That was an elimination game for them. They were eliminated with extreme prejudice. If we did the redraft of the quarterback class from last year, Drake May would go first. Who would go second?
Caleb. I think so.
Okay. Over JJ? Over 9? He looked pretty good yesterday.
I'd have to.
I don't know, man.
I'd consider Bo Nix over 9.
I could kind of see this coming. If he puts together another good game, people are going to really buy into this as a thing. and you're going to have a whole off season of this. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, we need Dallas to just wreck him so I don't have to deal with this around here. All right, moving
what if he
into
wins? It's a
Indy.
primetime game.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Indy, Seattle, Daniel Jones effed up his Achilles and is going to miss a bunch of time because his leg is effed up and so is the other one.
Yeah.
So that's super bad because it's probably going to be
Riley Leonard against that defense.
Hey, Andy, what about Anthony Richardson? Isn't he on this team? Yeah, he had a resistance band snap and break his face like a month ago. He has a broken orbital bone still. He's out. So it has to be Riley Leonard
on the IR.
They go get somebody else.
Have they opened his practice window?
No, I don't think so. I checked into it. It didn't sound like he's coming back soon. Right tackle Braden Smith left with concussion. Cornerback Chris Lammons, foot injury. Defensive end JT.
It's a lot of points.
Tuamaloa concussed. And then for Seattle, TJ, tight end, the tight end Arroyo, and the big nose tackle Peely, who's I think we've been over this. I think his sister is a WNBA player. Left with knee injuries. It sounds like Arroyo's was serious. Peely probably comes back.
This week?
This was and this was the one we mentioned. This was 3.5 on the look at. It's 10.5 now because of the Jones injury.
Peely's younger sister Alyssa plays for the Geelong Venom of the WNBL.
Oh, she was.
Is it Geelong? Did I pronounce that incorrectly? Is it Geelong?
I don't know.
Is it Geelong? Geelong?
Don't you talk to
Jay? Yeah,
Jay,
he's not on Mondays. He does the NBA on Peacock pregame show on Mondays.
So all right, go talk to Jay about this. I say Geelong
Monday anymore. You say Geelong? I think it's Geelong.
I say Geelong, and you say Geelong.
Can't we?
Yeah, Peely used to be on the Lynx. That's why I remember her. All right, Green Bay, Denver. Green Bay -2, 2.5. Green Bay, outside of the obvious stuff, the Hobbs and whatnot. Lucas Van Ness didn't play as well. They lost another linebacker.
Looking at Brandon and Alyssa Peely, you would probably think they're from Hawaii. They're from Anchorage, Alaska. How about that?
That's close to Hawaii.
It's
closer to Hawaii than New York is.
Surely. Anyway.
Not a lot of new injuries for Denver or Green Bay. Christian Welch left with a concussion, linebacker. Carolina, New Orleans. This total got bet up. It reopened low, 38.5, got bet up at 39.5 at bookmaker right away, and now is continuing to move up 40.5 for the Carolina New Orleans game. New Orleans all kinds of beat up. Need to check in on Kamara, Fuaga, Justin Reed. Carolina coming. Do any of those guys
matter?
I mean, it helps.
Yeah.
Carolina coming off the bye, 2.5 point road favorites. Detroit Rams. Detroit, a 4 to 5 point underdog.
Wow.
6 actually now, since I wrote these notes an hour ago.
Wow.
The Rams getting steamed. It was 4 on the look ahead, now up to 6 at bookmaker.
Wow.
Detroit, the Brian Branch ankle injury matters a bunch.
Is that the season for him?
I don't know. I don't think it was good. I don't think he plays this week.
I think the way you described it when we talked on Friday sounded like it was season for him, but I haven't seen news that he was hurt.
Oh, yeah, his Achilles is torn.
Okay. Yeah.
When something happens on Thursday, I can't remember it. Yeah, I can't remember it by Monday. Yeah, he is done.
Branches,
and then Tommy Harper, little Tommy Harper.
God, they have no safeties. Holy shit, their safety room is so bad.
They had another one. They had another one concussed. Thomas Harper was filling in for Kirby concussed.
Jesus Christ. They got Avonte Maddox and Daniel Thomas, and there's nobody else after them.
Maddox in the year 2025. Avonte Maddox.
In this economy.
Yeah. Rams stayed pretty healthy. Last 3 real quick. Tennessee, San Francisco. Niners by 1 million. Niners minus 13-point favorites. Left tackle Dan Moore suffered a neck injury for Tennessee. They're already kind of beat up. They got their Super Bowl out of the way this week. Niners coming off the bye, multiple touchdown favorites. Minnesota, Dallas previously mentioned. I didn't have a lot of injuries for Minnesota. We'll see how Darisaul's feeling week to week, as he is always something to watch for.
That'll matter.
Dallas, we'll see if Trevon Diggs is returning. I guess that's the same thing with
CeeDee Lamb concussion protocol. Keep an eye on that, I think.
Same thing with Guyton.
George Pickens, was he suspended for his comments?
Yeah, he's fine.
Is he gonna miss a drive? One of those slap the back of the hand kind of things.
They can't be doing any more of that. They got to This has been bet down to 6 at some.
I loved his comments.
This was higher.
We need more George Pickens, just flat out blasting, putting teams and players on blast. Did you see his the comments to the Philly fans? Yeah, after the Philly game.
Yeah, I liked it. Well, it's not like people are arguing that Philly fans are awful.
That was outstanding. Philly, known for their
Monday night. Monday night is still. I don't think they can flex Monday nights. Miami, Pittsburgh. Remnants of that one time it rained a lot and the game ended 3-0. This is Pittsburgh minus 3.5, total 41.5. Not very different from the look aheads. Miami lost Terrell Dotson to a hamstring. Another linebacker, Caleb Johnson, to a shoulder. Safety Elijah Campbell had a leg injury, did not return. So multiple defensive players for Miami went out in the game. They still beat them because it's the Jets. Pittsburgh tight end, giant of a man, Darnell Washington, concussion, exited the game. Same thing with Malik Harrison, the linebacker. He is concussed. What do you have on Andrews?
Was Leftwich really the Miami quarterback in that game? I thought it was somebody sillier.
It's sillier than Byron Leftwich?
I think it was.
Andrus Pete also in the protocol. Everyone in the protocol for Pittsburgh.
That game was Beck Roethlisberger. Marty Booker threw a pass in that game.
Marty Booker.
Wow, man. Was he previously the best quarterback for the Bears before Caleb Williams came along? He was a wide receiver, obviously. Anyway,
stretch my neck a little.
Considering that there are no teams on bye, football kind of sucks this week.
No, football never sucks.
It doesn't.
If you can't get up for Jets Jacksonville, then fuck.
We got Bills Pats, and that's kind of it. Interesting. A lot of big spreads. A lot of like eliminated teams against absolute trucks this week. The injuries have taken some serious heat off of a couple of these games.
All right, if you were to make the garbage parlay that pays probably like minus 150. Seattle, San Francisco,
they're in.
Houston, Jacksonville, Philly.
Philly is out.
Moneyline parlay. Who screws it up?
Philly and Chicago are probably the two favorites this week that I'm the most not trusting.
We can, put Chicago in there too. Who screws that? Who blows this? Who blows this? Man, does it feel like Philly?
San Francisco, maybe? I don't know. San Francisco's got a pretty bad defense. Cam Ward could do something stupid.
You just saw them put up a bunch of points.
I know. Hey, did you know they made their team total against the Browns?
They did.
They made it by a lot. What was our other secret parlay play? Was it the Rams? That got there easy. Also, we were joking about the Rams needing to score 40 to prove that they were as good as the Niners and the Seahawks, and they did. Look at them.
Yeah, I think we diverged. Remember, he said, "Fuck it, we'll have two."
Yeah,
because you wanted Titans over, and I just couldn't stomach it. So I said, "I'll just take Rams again," and Rams clearly got there.
They got there. They got there.
The game of the total was like 48.5. They got 45 themselves.
I know it. That was amazing. The Rams cover yesterday was just flat out awesome. I really enjoyed being on that side. Andy, my favorite note on the Bill Romanowski wiki is the altercation section. He's got an entire section, not even a subsection, but a section for altercations. Romanowski was involved in numerous altercations with both teammates and opponents. In 1995, while with the Eagles, he was ejected from a game and subsequently fined $4,500 for kicking Arizona Cardinals fullback Larry Centers in the head. He kicked the fullback in the head, and that it's not allowed. So he was fined $4,500.
I cannot picture Bill Romanowski. I feel bad.
Kick the fullback in the head.
Oh, that'd be a 3-game suspension. Like kicking someone in the head, it feels way worse than punching someone.
I gotta go find the.
Because it feels like at that point they'd be on the ground.
Yeah,
that's a Dominican Sue type move. All right,
so you kicked him in the head and he was standing up. That'd be even better.
Do you know? Are you familiar with the Adam Sandler comedy, The Water Boy?
Yes, of course.
All right, you know how Adam Sandler has all those guys who are in all of his movies?
Of course, yes.
All the
his
that
crew.
guy.
Yeah, his crew. Of that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
The cross-eyed guy. I don't even know if he's actually cross-eyed in real life.
That would be kind of mean to be pretending.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
he plays the big linebacker on. That's who I picture when you say Bill Romanowski. I only picture that guy, and it's not the same guy, clearly. So I can't. I feel like they're very similar. I'm gonna have to go look at pictures of those.
The other fun, under altercations, Andy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, these are incredible stories. There's a subsection for Marcus Williams incident. There's a subsection for racism allegations. This is incredible. In the second incident, Romanowski spat in the face of 49ers wide receiver J.J. Stokes. I love it. Marcus Williams incident is incredible. I shouldn't be laughing. This is terrible. In 2003, Romanowski attacked and injured one of his teammates. He attacked and injured one of his teammates, tight end Marcus Williams, during a scrimmage. Williams was forced to retire after Romanowski crushed his eye socket with a punch. Shouldn't do that to your teammates, guys. Don't do it. Don't punch your teammates in the eye and force them to retire. I cannot believe this guy's stories. Holy shit. Williams sued Romanowski for $3.4 million in damages, arguing that he had been suffering from roid rage when he attacked him.
Well, obviously, if you want to look up, I mean, there's a ton of these guys that played defense around this time that were like, oh, this guy was really mean and he got in trouble. And look up, I don't think he has the notes like Romanowski did, but like Keith Millard, who until Aaron Donald came along, Keith Millard held the record that was like not a real record. It was like the most sacks by a guy who's not on the edge, like an interior defensive lineman, because he had a couple of 6 seasons as far as, number of sacks for not being an edge rusher. I think it was 18 in 1989. But the Minnesota Vikings training camp was held about an hour from my house, and the medium-sized town where we would have to drive to if we wanted to go to a mall or a restaurant that wasn't like Hardee's. And there were stories from everybody that we knew up there about that guy at training camp. Like he'd get in bar fights. He tore a sink off the wall in a bar one time. Like all those guys were super roid raged out, which is fun. Like bring that back. Like that's what the game's missing that right now.
Unfortunately for Marcus Williams, he sued Bill Romanowski in 2003, and the jury said $3.4 million. I don't know. We'll give you $340,000. Which is a tenth of what he was asking for. If this same suit had come across in 2023 instead of 2003, the jury would have given him millions of dollars here. And so kind of a bummer that he was a little early. Juries were not quite as excited to give plaintiffs awards back in 2003. Apparently, I'm shocked. Anyway, Bill Romanowski, terrible, terrible person. Not ever a candidate for Walter Payton Man of the Year. Alyssa Peely was formerly a Minnesota Lynx. She was also a Los Angeles Spark before moving to Geelong in Melbourne, Australia. Hopefully taking the Geelong Venom to a WNBL title this year.
So this is the guy.
Yes. Oh, I actually don't think he does look exactly like Romanowski.
Look at Romanowski.
He looks exactly like him.
All right. Romanowski, Jonathan Loughran. It's not too dissimilar. So I'm going with that. All right. Boy, we belabored this show.
It's a Monday. We won.
Monday. We do what we want. We do what we want.
Good work. Thanks for all of the news and info and markets. I feel like we got some bets.
Let's make some bets this week. Let's win again. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk about our power rating.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's come back tonight and talk about halftime of Philly Chargers.
Oh,
we got ourselves a football game.
I don't want to jinx it. I never have, never will. But we will be going for the primetime sweep.
Why you gotta say that? Dallas,
New England, second half over. Did that get there? Did they score 28 points? They scored like 70.
Dallas, Detroit, yeah.
Dallas, Detroit. Whatever.
Yeah, it got there. Yeah, it got there. It got there by the end of the third quarter almost.
That was a fun one.
Loved that one. Last night was actually more fun because there was a lot of the second half that I did not think that was going to land, and I was pretty bummed. In fact, I thought the Texans were going to find a way to lose that game, but thankfully, bad Pat Mahomes showed up. Worst Pat Mahomes game of his career.
It's against a good defense. Such is life. So, we'll see you tonight, 9:40 Eastern-ish. That time is very tentative because it's based on when halftime happens.
And how long-winded Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are.
We'll make a wager. You can bet on that. There's a new Risk of Ruin out today.
What's that?
There's a new Risk of Ruin today.
How do you know that?
I got a thing on my